Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you all for having me here today because the B&I family has been so good to me. It's an honor to be here every week. It's great to be in your presence, and it's great to share what I do with all of you and receive what all of you do with me. So I just wanted to start by saying that. I got into this in an interesting way. I've essentially always known that I wanted to do video production and editing, the entertainment side of the world anyway, and tell stories. And that's what I'm able to do every day. I graduated college. Even before I graduated college, I knew working for someone with my personality, it's a struggle. It's really, I don't think it might not be so bad for me. It's probably not really that good for them. It's probably pretty bad for me too. So that's basically that. I started recording commercials on VHS and editing them together when I was a child, a very young child. And that gave me the realization that I could take stories and tell them in different ways, which is what I do now. I go out and I film those pieces of material, and I bring them home, and I edit them in such a way that I'm taking my own story start to finish and telling it, which I think is a lot better than telling someone else's story, which is something that a lot of people in this industry are very good at. I think I'm good at doing the whole thing, top to bottom. I come out, I ideate with you, which, has anyone heard this word before, ideate? I think this is a fairly new word that a lot of trendies are using. I don't know, when I go out, I hear people say ideate. So we sit down and we ideate together, and okay, that's cool, whatever, call it whatever you want. Usually I start by taking a pen and a piece of paper and writing down the name of your company, which seems pretty simple. I mean, the name of a company can go a long way. At the same time, here's a sign for my business that has no name. No name for the company, just some basic services on top. So this is important because a sign is a sign, and a signal is a signal, and a symbol is a symbol, and a video is a sign. A signal would be a okay, that's a signal. I'm being signaled. Dave's putting a number 5. That's a signal. I'm being signaled, but it's not a sign. A video is a sign 90% of the time. A PSA, arguably could be a signal. Don't drink and drive, a PSA video, or any type of video that you want to create to talk to your clients, arguably could have a signal message in it. Like, hey, come to my body shop. Or, hey, stop spending so much on electricity. Or, hey, don't get screwed, take them to court type thing, right? Like, all these things are simple signals, but a sign is usually a little bit more. A sign would be, hey, don't get screwed, take them to court well. I'm running a great business. I have great employees. Depth and texture is really what I bring to the table. Depth and texture puts you over top of them, okay? And in this 15-second attention span world that we live in today, my sign is fast, my sign is punchy, and my sign keeps people paying attention. By the way, we're talking about video here, in case we forgot, which involves a camera. Whoa, there's a symbol. Just reminded me of a symbol. Okay, so basically, it's a camera that captures moving images. And I really have to say a big thank you to two of my great heroes, Tesla, Edison. Okay, these guys did amazing work with taking 24 frames of photography, which Mason knows a lot about. I'm not a photographer. People often think I'm a photographer because they didn't get the sign. Okay, and I get it. It is a series of moving images. And they go together, originally 24 frames at a time, which is just slightly less than the human eye can perceive. The human eye can really perceive 29.97 frames a second, which digital video is today. How is it so perfect? I don't know. It's amazing. But it's pretty much exactly what your eyes can see. Sometimes I shoot in more than that. I'll shoot at 120 frames a second. So if you imagine I shoot a hummingbird at 120 frames a second, at 29.97, you can really see what's going on there. You know what I'm talking about? Slow motion. All right, this is a $150 roll of tape. If you didn't think I was a professional before, I think this should pretty much win you over. It's great tape. It's very good tape. Is it worth $150 a roll? I guess so, because I buy it and a lot of other people buy it too. So I can't really argue with that. Let's take one last look at the sign and critique it before I put it away. Okay, there's a phone number on here, and it was recommended to me by our former president, Mike Bieberman. I guess I can say whatever I want about him because he's not here. He said that I should give a video presentation. Well, guess what? My time is valuable. And if you want to watch my videos, do it while I'm not standing here. This is my time. I'm going to talk to you, okay? And what I have to say is very important. So thank you very much again for paying attention. Just going to tape this up here real quick so I can do some diagramming. Now, what do we see here? We've got the back of a sign, the B side. Your business has a B side too, the inside, what people aren't seeing. The day-to-day story, the man on the street, walk in. That's the type of video that I'm very good at. It's essentially what I call a documercial, a documentary style commercial. Okay, I'll come into your business. I just film you on the regular. It's nothing fancy. You can wear what you wear every day. And your client online who hasn't met you yet, in massive duplication, gets to see you without ever you having to talk to them. Okay, it saves you a lot of time. It puts you in a lot of places. It's awesome. Last week, Angel Vendrell came up here, and he did an awesome presentation. By the way, Angel and I actually sat next to Angel at the new member training, which is now like a thing. I didn't know I should have gotten his autograph at the time. Okay, man almost played for the Yankees, so it's probably pretty easy for him to say that it's not like nerve-wracking to talk in front of people, but it's different. Like, for Angel to talk in front of people, he's really cool. Very cool. I'm just completely accepting with however you feel about me, which is different, you know? Not exactly the same. So let's talk about two major points here. Okay, we've got two X's on the sign. 30 seconds. Okay. So two X's on the sign. These are probably the two greatest life events that everyone says, you know, like the day you graduate high school, the day you graduate college, your college years, your high school years, all this time is very important. Really, it's death, birth, and death. And in these two events that are very great, we have this time, which is what I can capture on video, which is what I enjoy spending this time doing mostly, is capturing things on video. And using that, I can tell a great story. Thank you.